Valheim is a brutal game. The difficulty when you enter a new area for the first time can be overwhelming, and you're bound to die a lot. So I decided, yeah, I want to play that hardcore. And so I did. A few things before we start. This was played with a few mods installed. No massive gameplay changes or anything, but a few quality of life things. I'll be putting my mod list in the description, so if you're curious, check that out. Also, for the sake of brevity, I won't be specifying every time I make a new item, because me saying things like, I made a fine wood bow, I made a copper axe, I made a copper pickaxe, will get old very quickly. I will specify what I entered that tier though. And one more thing, I had a ton of frame rate issues and audio issues throughout. I'm sorry for that. I've trimmed out as much as I can, but I can't redo any of it now. But I hope you enjoy regardless. This is a story of stress, heart-pounding encounters, and a well-earned victory. I survived 100 days of hardcore Valheim, and here's what happened. Day 1 was a pretty good start, all things considered. I made my character in the world, loaded in, and started grabbing resources. I almost died immediately to a board that did almost half my health with a single hit, so that's a great sign. I managed to make a bow, arrows, and started deer hunting. What deer hide do I have? Oh, 20! Ooh! Later on in the day, I found a broken house that I started working on for the rest of the day. Building is my personal favorite part about the game, so prepare for a lot of it. And that being said, enjoy the footage of me building the starter home. As you can tell by the montage, I worked on the house well into day 2. There's a black forest right there, which is potentially fucking horrifying. I also want to go to the water right down here. Well, if we keep our distance from it for a little bit, we should be okay. Yeah, there's a black forest near my base. It could prove very beneficial, but also trolls. And you gotta weigh those options, and I think I'm in the losing section. Because I have a functioning house now, I can sleep in a bed to speed up the night. And you bet your fine ass I did that as much as I can. Day 3, I ventured back into the Black Forest to see what I can grab that could be helpful. And I was on edge the entire time, my dude. Shit was so stressful. chest. Money! While looking for blueberries, I got swarmed by grey dwarfs, and when I beat them with relative ease, I felt confident enough to take on the first boss. But with a little more prep first. A little bit later, I went back into the Black Forest to try and find blueberries for Queen's Jam, not realizing I didn't have a cooking pot to make that, so it would have been useless anyways. I found a castle ruined with skeletons. Normally this would terrify me, but I'm using clubs as my main weapon, and skeletons are weak to blunt damage. So after beating them, I got bone fragments, which I needed to upgrade. Day 4 was mostly Ecthier prep. I made a cool gamer cape.
Yeah, look at me, I look so cool now.
And after a long journey, I found a metric ass load of flint, which is what I needed the most. When I got back home, I spent a nice, long, relaxing time cooking food in the fire. The mic was backwards, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Okay, that sucks. I gotta redo all that. On day 5, I grabbed my deer heads, brought them to the Ecthi arena, and after I sacrificed his kin, he awoke. Here we go. Big fucking scary electric bee, isn't it? Ooh, a fat 7 damage to that one. Owie. Don't you dare move this fucking log. Quite honestly, scared of that more than any of your attacks. Jesus. Hey, we got him. Ecthier pile. Once the BDSM deer fell, I grabbed his antlers and his head and went to spawn. Once there, I placed his head on the stone and gained his power. Now, I can press the power button to have reduced stamina usage on running and jumping. Arguably one of the best powers in the game, and it's my personal favorite. Once back home, I made the antler pickaxe, left for the Black Forest, and mined copper. I mined all day and all of the night. On day 6, I went deep into the Black Forest and found a burial chamber. These are placed all throughout the forest. Skeletons everywhere with tons of valuables. Amber, rubies, amber pearls, and the holy grail, Surtling cores. I need these to make forges, kilns, portals, and more. They're super important. I managed to snag a ton of the cores and left. Later on, I mined some tin, as it's needed for bronze, and then started the walk home. On the way, I shot down a beehive I had seen prior, because I wanted bees for hives. They're absolutely essential if I want to live. Before going to bed for the night, I made a charcoal kiln and a smelter. Day 7 starts a trend that continues throughout a lot of the days. There are multiple days where I just literally sit around and wait for metal to smelt. It's kind of a thing that needs to be done in Valheim, not gonna lie. It sucks, but I really can't do anything about it. In between waiting, I made a forge so I could actually use my bronze and set up 6 beehives to farm honey for meats later on. On day 8, I'm still waiting for metal to smelt, but this is when we enter the Bronze Age. Copper tools, not copper, bronze, you fucking moron, you just said bronze. Fine wood bows, you know, good gear. Not wanting my house to get more crowded than it already was, I started work on a small little crafting room. And this was only a small little crafting room for a very short amount of time. Day 9, I made a forge cooler and mini anvils to upgrade my forge, and then I left for the Black Forest for core wood, as I made a bronze axe. You get core wood from pine trees and fine wood from birch trees, and both are essential. Once I got back, I made a cultivator to start farming, and then made an AIDS. We'll call it AIDS. I got AIDS. On day 10, I decided it was time to upgrade the housing situation. I can't live in this dinky home anymore. So, I decided to work on a brand new house, and I used a crafting room as the base for it. I worked on this all the way up until day 16. And I warned you building was my favorite part of the game, didn't I? Now hear me out. Dude, that hussy Gorilla Grip. I would prefer my house not to look like a massive vagina, thank you very much. Day 16 started off with the forest telling me that I wasn't the only one experiencing a moving day. What? Oh no. Oh no, 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 oh no. And so it sentenced workers to help me out. I told them I didn't need help, but they didn't listen. So I did what any rational person would do, and I stabbed the ever-loving shit out of them with a spear. Watch for brutes, watch for brutes. There, that's a threat, that's a threat. These are time-based, we just have to hold out. We're literally just training zombies right now, that's all we're doing. Good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Now is not the time, my boy. Once that was over, I made a fermenter and need it for mead potions later on. And I cannot stress how essential these were. They're 100% the reason I'm alive. Day 17 wasn't anything too exciting, really. I made a portal and then I AFK'd for metal. Portals are pretty self-explanatory. You can go from one to another if they have the same name. In Valheim, though, metal can't be transferred through them. And so I decided, in an effort to make the 100 days more fun and eventful, to get rid of the stipulation with Valheim Plus. If I didn't, then it would be constant ship travel and for possibly multiple days in some scenarios. And there's already a decent amount of that as it is. If you don't like that, then I'm sorry, I completely understand why. But it stays like this for the rest of the 100 days, and I can't do anything about that now. If I do end up doing 200 days and you'd like to see that change, let me know. Day 18, I started work on what I deemed the Port Hub. And let me tell you, if you like Port Hub, you'll love Port Hub Live. I had a ton of issues with this, as it kept getting fucked and my wood wouldn't quite stay as strong and sturdy as I'd liked it to, and it just wouldn't stay up. But I eventually did get to with a lot of work. The tip wouldn't quite work without a full redesign though, and I know it's not the best, but it gets its job done and I'm quite happy with it. I suppose while this build footage is going on, now would be a good time to give tips for anyone looking to either get better at Valheim, if you're struggling, or looking to play hardcore themselves. I'd say survivability is dictated by two things: skill and game knowledge. Skill might be helpful, but it ultimately comes from the game knowledge. With the knowledge, you'll know how to exploit weaknesses. Here's an example. Say you're having issues with trolls. Well, they're weak to pierce damage. Take normal damage from slashing, and they resist blunt. So if you want to take down a troll early game, when you don't have the gear to outpower resistances, swap to a spear, or use arrows and stay far away from clubs. Whereas if you want to fight skeletons or ruses, switch to blunt weapons, as they are weak to those, and they take very little damage from pierced weapons. An unfortunate consequence of spears being my favorite weapon is that they have arguably the worst weak to resist ratio out of all 3 physical damage types. But that leads into point 2. Find a weapon you're comfortable with. I personally love how spears feel, and absolutely hate how polearms and the sledgehammer weapons feel, such as the Stagbreaker. Try and specialize in a single weapon type as you gain more benefits the higher your level is in that skill. The only time I suggest swapping is when your main weapon is complete garbage against something, such as spears against bone mass. He only takes 25% of the damage you do, and you do literally more damage with your fists to him, but that's only an example. Another very, very important thing to know is that the dodge roll has invincibility frames, and you can abuse the hell out of those. So if you ever think you're in any danger, roll the fuck out of there Dark Souls style. In a similar vein to finding the weapon preference, find a shield type you like. Although I would heavily advocate for the small buckler type shields. You can't parry with the tower shields, as those are made for face tanking the damage rather than blocking the hit and immediately hitting back. And if you mix all this together along with other things such as never going to dangerous areas at night as more dangerous mobs spawn, and spamming potions, you'll be golden. I know all these are very general statements and they won't help everybody, but if you practice these things, you'll master it in no time, and soon you'll be big dicking it so hard that you'll parry bosses without fear. Hey, I fixed the issue. Hey, good news, it's not grounded. Hey, good news, I didn't fix the issue. I needed core wood to make the hub stronger, so I went to the Black Forest. Oh no. Look at him looking wistfully in the distance. Are you okay, buddy? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Oh god. Yep. Okay. That's a lot of damage. The power of Phil's swift flows within me. God, the Grey Dwarfs! Go away! Just gonna fight him in the open meadows. Fight him in the open meadows. Take him to the open meadows. God, the Grey Dwarfs! No, just... go away. Fuck off. Okay.
So now we have a bigger issue that troll is on the loose somewhere. We need to go take him out now.
I somehow managed to lose that troll, and I don't even know how. After a little bit of searching,
I just don't feel like he made it back into the Black Forest that quickly. Like, sure, yeah, they can cover a lot of ground very quickly, obviously. But it's just... Also the fact that it's fucking nighttime and it's... scaring me. Fucking Ronk could come out and smack me in the bitch and I die.
I stumbled upon what I can only assume is another troll. Except this one had a beaten stick.
No, okay, I'm assuming... Also, this one has a fucking weapon. This one has a tree, so he can hit me at a wider range. I'm assuming we can take him. If this is the same one, he might have picked up a tree somewhere, because I can do that. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God, go away. Let's just not be the same one. I'm going to pull my shield out, because I don't have that out. That didn't miss. That was half my health. That was half my health. Galen, come over here. I'm going to fucking murder you.
I did it.
Now that was stressful. Just a wee bit stressful. It's all right. It's okay.
The troll with the big stick fight bled all the way into day 25. When I finally killed it, I mugged him for his money, his clothes, and the literal skin off his back. I went back into the Black Forest because I still needed that core wood that I never ended up getting. Ah! After fighting off that troll, I finished work on the hub for now, and made a portal to the Black Forest. But not to my forest. Day 26 started with me making a cooler gamer cape. And this will be the only troll piece I make.
I have the cool blue cape.
Because I personally value the bronze armor's armor value rather than 25% sneak bonus. I know it's only a difference of about 2, but any armor helps right now. Then, I put together a lovely PowerPoint presentation of the forest's second moving day.
Now's not the time. I'm trying to fix it up. I don't need a more broken game. Whatever. Okay, twats. Come on. Who wants it first? So holy shit, wasn't paying attention. Regen me up. Okay, cool.
Day 27 was a simple day. I put down the old house because its purpose was served. It's from its ashes rose a small, lovely little farm that I, for some reason, really loved, and it really made me want to play Stardew Valley. Stardew 100 Days actually sounds like a lot of fun. Do you want to see that? Let me know. Day 28, I worked on the farm a tiny bit and added a nice little entryway so things didn't get in. After that, I went and mined tin for more bronze, and while there, I took in the scenery. Man, we've come pretty far, haven't we? Despite this only being 28 days in, I felt accomplished. I've never been good at permadeath runs, and I'm doing well in my eyes, I think. But after this old tree bitch is killed, that's where the game gets harder. Day 29, I did more prep for the boomer, and I remember him killing me so many times when I first played, so I wanted to be completely ready and as geared up as I could be. I made 500 fire arrows
and I cooked up a lot of food. I also tested those new seeds I'd been getting from the Grey Dwarf Shamans. Boom. Let's go see how those seeds work. Man really said. I see those would be kind of useful. I like the noise though. Sound like fucking shulkers, dude. Day 30 started with me harvesting carrots. Then I set out into the Black Forest, trying to find the Elder Stone. Finding this could take days, and it could be any... Oh, hey, I found it. Oh my god, there it is. We found it immediately. Are you Well, sea shanty time, I guess. Day 31, I had installed Veinmine, and I really wanted to play with it. Okay. Jesus. Hey, my pickaxe is dead. So that happened. After that, made a mighty vessel to sail towards the Elder Arena. And on the way, I stumbled upon a Leviathan. These are massive island-looking creatures that are completely passive. They usually carry little tumors on their back that you can get chitin out of. And that's useful to make, well, one thing, but, you know. It would have helped a ton, but thanks to the Veinmine stunt, I can't grab any. There'll be a lot more in the future, I hope. But, you know, kind of sucks for right now. What? No, 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 no. What? No. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. No, 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 no. I sailed all the way into day 32, singing sea shanties, you know, having fun, probably going and making food while playing. I don't remember, this took forever to get there. But the entire ass end of the journey, I was constantly pooping my pants because I kept getting close to the plains. The plains have these flying little fuck tumors called death skeetos, and they could probably, as my script says, one-shot me right now. I docked on the Elder Island, and this Black Forest happened to have a trader, which is incredibly lucky seeing as it can only spawn on one Black Forest on the map. I set up a portal back home, and then some final preps for the fight. Well, this is it. The dawn of potentially the final day. I was really nervous for this. As I said earlier, I've struggled in the past, but that was before I was an elite gamer with over 500 confirmed Grey Dwarf kills in the Black Forest. After some emotional goodbyes... Haldor, in the event I die, it's been nice knowing you. I know it's been literally 3 minutes, but it's been a nice 3 minutes, you know? Goodbye, my friend. I'll see you in the next life. I don't know what you said to me, but same. I went to the Elder Summoning Arena. Slowly walking, as memories of days past flooded through my mind, I realized I forgot the fucking seeds. So completely ruining any semblance of tension, I walked back home and grabbed them. I ended up coming back and I got the fight started.
Boomer!
Ah! The Elder has 3 main attacks. One is a basic stomp that can deal tons of damage, a ranged attack where he throws a torrent of vines at you, and if they all hit you, you're done. And the third attack, he summons little hentai tentacles to come around and smack me around. I feel like I've read that before. Tentacles can be killed in a single hit, but when they're combined with all the other attacks, you tend to explode pretty quick. After a long fight of running and ducking behind the indestructible pillars, I finally beat the Boomer. From his broken remains, I got the Swamp Key, a surprise door that helped us later, and his head, which I placed on a stone at spawn. His power gives you increased woodcutting speed. Not nearly as good as any of the other powers, honestly, but it's not the worst somehow. And so that's it. 33 days down. I wanted to split this into 3 different parts to make it easier to watch, because I know a lot of people don't have the time to sit down and watch hour-long videos. Day 34 will be a little complicated to explain, as a major thing happened in the lore of the video creation. But that's the story for next time. With all that said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, bring your cute little ass down to the subscribe button, and hey, while you're down there, let me know how you felt. And please let me know what I can do to enhance the viewing experience. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching, stay hydrated, and have a great day.